hello to you, who are here to get to know yourselves better. I have a question for you. Have you ever set your alarm for 6 in the morning, full of motivation, telling yourself, tomorrow is my day, only to have that alarm go off and think, what was that person last night thinking? And then turn it off? We've all felt this. It's as if these two people, the you at night and the you in the morning, are completely different individuals. By the end of this video, you will understand that this isn't just a feeling, it's a scientific fact. Your brain sees your future self as a stranger. And today, we're going to learn how to befriend this powerful stranger who's staring back at us from the mirror. If you understand this secret, your perspective on procrastination and all your long-term life decisions will change forever. Let's do a thought experiment. Imagine you're given two choices. Take $100 right now, or take $150 1 year from now. Most people, even though they know the second option is more profitable, are tempted to take the $100 now. Why? Because the you who is supposed to receive the money in a year is a distant figure to your brain, a stranger. Helping a stranger in the future isn't as appealing as making yourself happy right now. Neuroscientists made an amazing discovery when they scanned people's brains. When you think about your present self, a specific part of your brain activates. But when they ask you to think about your future self, say yourself 10 years from now, the very same part of the brain activates as when you think about a total stranger, like a movie star. Your brain literally classifies your future self in the other people folder. The question is, what kind of disasters does this strange bug in our brain cause in our lives? This is just the beginning. This gap between me today and that future stranger is the root of many of life's biggest problems. First of all, health. Why is starting a diet or exercising so hard? Because the pleasure of eating that pastry or lounging on the couch is immediate. But the results of exercise, health and fitness, belong to that stranger, our future self. Our brain says, why should I suffer now so that stranger can be healthy in the future? The deal doesn't seem logical to it. Second, finances. This is precisely why saving for retirement is nearly impossible for so many people. You are giving up your money and pleasure today so that a 60-year-old stranger, your future self, can have a comfortable life. Our brain resists this sacrifice for an other. It would rather experience the instant gratification of buying a new gadget than invest in the well-being of a stranger. If you think about the biggest financial mistake of your life, don't you see that this stranger was involved there too? And third, procrastination and success. Any task that is hard, complex, and requires effort, like learning a new language, writing a book, or finishing a major project, has its reward in the future. But the effort is required right now. So who do we easily pass that hard work off to? To the stranger of tomorrow. Every day, we are dumping a mountain of hard tasks onto the shoulders of a stranger who will wake up tomorrow, and that stranger is none other than ourselves. It's a ruthless cycle of sabotaging our future with our present. Now that we grasp the depth of the problem, let's answer the question, why is our brain wired this way? The answer lies in evolution. For our ancestors on the plains of Africa, the future was a very short-term concept. Their biggest concerns were finding food for the day and surviving until tomorrow. There was no concept of saving for 30 years from now. Our brain is optimized for short-term survival and immediate rewards, not for long-term planning. That old wiring is still active in our brains, but in the modern world where we need long-term thinking to succeed, this old operating system is constantly causing glitches. But the good news is, we can close this gap. We can befriend that stranger. And this is where we get to the main promise of the video. How do we do it? There are 3 practical and powerful strategies. Strategy 1. Make the future vivid and clear. The more clear, detailed, and emotional your image of your future self is, the less your brain will identify it as a stranger. One of the best exercises is to write a letter to yourself 10 years from now. Describe in full detail where you want to be, how you want to feel, and thank your future self for the hardships you endured today to get them there. A more modern approach is using apps that age your face. It might seem silly, but seeing a realistic image of your future self creates a powerful emotional bridge between the me of today and the stranger of the future. Strategy 2. Build a reward bridge. Our brain responds to immediate rewards, so instead of just thinking about that big, distant goal, break down the path to it into small, immediate rewards. If you're saving money for a house, give yourself a small, immediate prize after each milestone you reach. By doing this, you teach your brain that moving toward long-term goals can also be pleasurable right now. You are rewarding your present self for helping that stranger. Strategy 3. Have a conversation with your future self. This might be the most important strategy. Before making any important decision, pause for a moment and ask yourself, how will my future self feel about this decision? When you're about to eat that unhealthy food, imagine how your tomorrow self will feel, weighed down and lethargic. When you want to put off your work, imagine how anxious and angry you will be the night before the deadline. This mental dialogue turns that stranger into a friend and an advisor who helps you make decisions. So, that strange feeling of duality between you at night and you in the morning isn't a problem. It's a sign of the distance between you and your future. That person in the mirror isn't an enemy trying to sabotage you. They're just a distant friend you need to get to know better. Every right decision you make today, every act of procrastination you overcome, and every small step you take for the future is a loving letter to that friend. Thank you for joining us on this journey to know yourselves better. Your presence and the time you spend here are incredibly valuable to us. We love you very much. If this video helped you even a little to make peace with your future self, give us energy by liking and subscribing so we can continue these deep conversations. And maybe the next time you want to put something off until tomorrow, you'll ask yourself, would I do this to a dear friend?